Yeah, the bimodal voter accreditation device system is what would determine, what would authenticate, and that is what ensures that it is only the owner of the card that is allowed to vote. Because the details in your card are already embedded in the BVAS device. And so when you turn up, when we're using the smart card reader, the information was in the card. But now that we're using the BVAS, the information is in the device. So like the former chairman of the commission actually said, INEC cannot do anything. Ideally, you can turn up with your generated printout. You actually don't need the card, the physical card itself. But the reason why we're still using the card is because the law has not been changed. The law says you must turn up with your PVC, but it is not the information in the PVC that we require. Your information is already in the BVAS. And so once the voter turns up and the APO3 confirms, checks your PVC, the physical card, and it is the details are in tandem with the details of that polling unit, then you are directed to the APO1. It's the APO1 that uses the BVAS. And so the APO1 would authenticate you, either by capturing your biometrics or your facials. And once the last 6 digits of your VIN is imputed, everything about you pops up on the BVAS, and then you are authenticated. Once you're authenticated, that is registered at the back end before you are now directed to the APO3, APO2, who now does the physical accreditation, as in ticks against your name on the register of voters, because every polling unit has 2 copies of voters register. One is pasted outside of the polling unit, and one is managed by the APO2, who will tick, so that at the end of voting, we would match the number of persons accredited as recorded in the BVAS, match it with the number of ticks in the physical register of voters. Once that is done, and then your fingerprint or your thumb is inked, then you are now directed to the presiding officer, who would be the one to issue you with the ballot paper, and then you go and thumbprint against the candidate of choice or your party of choice, and you drop your ballot paper properly folded in the ballot box, and then you can step out and wait to watch or observe what is happening in the polling unit if you choose to. Otherwise, you're free to go home.